What's happening, y'all? This is the second season, first episode of the Don't Argue With Me podcast, man. Went on a hiatus, but I'm here joined by a special guest, you know what I'm saying, to discuss current events, what's going on in hip-hop, what's going on in the world. Yo, man, let me try to introduce y'all to Ojrianna, man. Say hello to the people, man.
Well, my name is Ojrianna.
Ojrianna, you know.
Oh, no.
Oh, I said O first?
Yes, it's Ojrianna.
Okay, she cleared it up.
Let's get it cleared up.
The O. Don't forget
because
the O.
He don't know how to say it. But okay.
And she was nervous about being on the pod.
I was.
But you're a real natural. You're a natural.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't do this type of stuff, You got me doing something that I
How
don't
was your week?
It was cool. I worked. It was cool. It wasn't bad at all. How was your week?
It was fulfilled. I had my head in the news. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm a current event guru. I like to label myself as a unofficial journalist. Yeah. So I've been watching what's been going on, out in California with the Big U, Loose Cannon, and because it's alleged that Big U had Nipsey Hussle killed. And, shout out to Adam 22 and Whack 100. I also woke up today. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my dog. Roscoe, go lay down. I edited that out.
You have to listen to myself.
And hush. So anywho, when I was watching, I woke up today, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on Twitter more than I'm on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I got, like it notifies me. Did you hear what Cardi told us? What's going on with Offset?
Yes.
How do you feel as a woman? How do you feel about it?
I feel like that's like some hating ass shit.
Really?
I feel like, that's real tender of him to try to expose like sex tapes and things like that. Cause like, why? What do you get out of that? As a man.
Yeah, no, you don't get nothing out of that.
As a man, like, what do you get out of that?
You don't get nothing out of that.
Because I feel like, as a female, if I'm gonna, do a sex tape with my man, like, that's our personal business.
Right.
So it's like, when we're not together, and I'm, like, dealing with somebody else, like, that's some hating shit. Like, that's real tender. So that just means, like, you're mad that I'm...
But now, my next question, you know what I'm saying, is, but, I mean, she out here pregnant and fucking with the baby, having sex.
But do we know if she was fucking with him? Fucking with...
She said it,
with Diggs,
but... No, I mean, no. We talk about Steph Diggs, but it's out there that she has said in text message receipts that have been, exposed to the internet that she has slept with niggas while being pregnant. As a woman, how you feel about that?
Because I have kids of my own. Like,
okay.
I feel like it's nasty. Like, I wouldn't be fucking the next nigga when I'm pregnant by the next motherfucker. Like, I just wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, it's girls who does do it, but me personally, no.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't do it.
I get it, you know what I'm saying, but now that I'm, when I was reading, her tweet, or she went off on her live or Twitter live or something like that.
She was like on the what is it called?
It's like she's meant bro.
It's the app. Well, I forgot
it's like to me, Cardi is, they both crash outs to me.
Yeah.
I believe Cardi is in a sick place right now, because even when you see her now, her BBL don't look the same.
Yeah, but
it's
I
all
feel like
outside.
when you have like a baby, like you do go through postpartum, like that is really a real thing to go through, like. And because,
but that's like a man using it. And again, I'm just a man. I don't understand how the female body operates. But that's just like a man saying like, "Yo, man, he get drunk and blaming it on the alcohol." No, brother, I'm a sober person.
But I could get what you're saying. Yeah. But in the sense of like when you have a baby and afterwards, like you go through some shit. Like it's sometimes where people feel like they wanna kill themselves or like harm their child. Like it's really real life shit that people go through and that we don't talk about as females. Like we just handle it on our own. Like we don't talk about. Like when I had my youngest son, like I went through a lot of shit. Like I just dealt with on my own. Like to this day, like my family don't know what I went through and what I was going through at the time up until now. But yeah, like
why do women hold stuff like that in?
Because I feel like as a black female and things like that, like you're raised on the concept of like, you know what I'm saying, you deal what you deal with and you don't talk about it. Like that's how that's really how it is. Like like everybody deal what they deal with. Like far as like people being like sexually assaulted as as you're a teen or whatever the case may be, like that shit, it's real. And probably they don't talk about it. Like they just act like it is what it is and continue to go on. Like that shit will fuck with somebody for a long time.
Nah, for real. And I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, right? So I feel like, you know, as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because I normally don't have. By the way, I normally don't have females. You know, no home, no Diddy, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's normally a rapper or artist sent by me. I rarely have females on the podcast, right. So you know, feel special. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little clap of applause. But I was actually discussing with somebody, and you being a female is like the perfect question to ask you. Like, we were discussing that for is a man leading, right? A man leading just as difficult. A man leading a woman just as difficult as raising a child. Because y'all can be difficult.
Can we?
Very difficult. You guys can be very difficult.
But y'all can't. Y'all are difficult too.
Y'all just don't understand us, in my opinion.
But y'all don't understand us either.
See, no, it can't listen, but it's not about y'all, it's about us. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. What are you talking about? That's the problem.
So, but you guys are made to be, you know, you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
All right, you
so
guys.
We're meant to be like providers and nurturers and things like that.
Companionship.
I get that, right. But
y'all took a rib from us.
Right.
Based on what, you know, the Bible says. So you believe in Jesus?
I do.
Your God is man, right?
Right.
I don't even see what's the conversation for then. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
because I'm just playing.
No, because my thing is like, I feel like it's, I don't know, like, it's a touchy subject because you said, so what's the question again? Say it again.
Alright, like, is it harder, is leading a woman, right? Is leading a woman. And I'm going to put emphasis on it. Let's say leading a black woman, because a black woman is strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's very strong. Very strong will, mind, everything. Is leading a black woman equivalent to the stress and everything of raising a child?
It could be.
I tell you
it
one
could
thing.
Be.
I tell you one thing, man.
Because raising a kid is not easy. Because it's like, no matter how prepared you think you are going to be, like, you don't know. Anything can happen when you come to a kid. Like, anything can happen.
I mean, in another...
You can have all the money in the world, and you still won't be prepared to deal with a kid.
But still, even saying that, though, I go back and I look at, you know, the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kicking up because that mind. You gotta go listen to Peterson, album of the year contender. Album of the year contender. He did that from jail. From jail. And if his DNA wasn't found on the gun, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what I think happened in that situation.
What thing happened? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how you really feel.
I think Tory was fucking both of them.
Which he was. It was confirmed.
And he said some real, you know, real
as a female though, like, I'm not fucking on a nigga that my friend fucked on. Now, it is females in the world that don't care about that type of shit. But with me and my friends, we don't fuck on the same people. Because that's just, it could be toxic. It can lead up to some shit that we don't need to lead up to. All types of things that,
speak up.
That can happen.
Well, my dogs need, like, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Men is different.
Yeah, because y'all don't care. Because y'all don't care.
Hold up. I don't like the way you said that.
Because y'all don't care.
I don't like the way you said that.
Because your friend could fuck on to somebody and tell you and be like, oh shit, alright, bro, I'm gonna go fuck on her too and see if she gonna go. If she gonna go, you gonna fuck her knowing that he done fucked her. As long as he say that it's okay, you gonna fuck her.
It should be more of a sisterhood. Y'all need to take after us because like y'all so catty and so
as females, like we're more like possessive. Honestly, if you wanna look at it like that.
Okay.
Because it's like if I'm fucking this nigga, now if it's a one night stand, it's different. Like alright, I fucked him, you know, on a drunk night or just on some awesome, you know, I'ma just fuck. But if I'm fucking with you and we're fucking, even if we're not, if we ain't together. And I'm fucking with you, it's like, alright, my friends know. So as a friend, you shouldn't be trying to fuck on this nigga. But some females don't care. Because if you tell a female like, shit, listen bitch, I don't fuck with this nigga, he got some great ass dick, she gonna go and try this shit.
I mean, that's the same way with males too. It's just kind of like, you know, you guys have like different rules than
we do.
Have, you know what I'm saying?
We do.
Like, it's a
because
double standard.
On who I'm fucking on, period.
Okay. It's a double standard for women because a lot of things, I will say this.
What?
You know, women have their advantages too.
Like
you know, you guys can go out, sell pussy, and pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta really go outside, find a job. You can't sell dick like you can sell pussy. You know what I'm saying? So
you're right.
I mean, I think for me, it's more or less like, you know,
but they outside selling drugs, like, you know.
Those are taking risk. Those are
penitentiary. But selling pussy is taking a risk.
No, it ain't.
It is.
I mean, catching a disease.
You know how many they can catch by selling pussy? Yes.
But y'all can use condoms and protect.
It don't matter. A condom can break it. They can still get an STD. They can get pregnant. All types of shit. I don't condone the selling pussy because that's just crazy.
Hey, man, you know, listen.
Hey, if times are hard and you feel like you want to sell some pussy, by all means, go sell some pussy.
Listen.
Me personally, I ain't selling no pussy. I don't care about how much times are hard. I'm not selling pussy.
I feel like
I'll sell a game, but I ain't selling pussy.
To me, it's like at this point with Trump in office, I feel like however you get your money is how you get your money. I've never been, I never judged motherfucker. As long as you got your hand out. Now I can say, I ain't doing that shit. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but if it's gonna pay your bills, shit, by all means.
It's the same thing with like being a street dude, right?
Yeah, by all means, get your money.
Like, listen, I love, we all love the glamour, the fast money that comes with it, but as we see now, it's not too many people that can.
Yeah, but it's like fast money. It's not always good money either. Shit. Because you got your engine, like it could be a downfall.
It could.
You out here selling. You out here doing what you do, and it's like you can still get locked up.
But look at this though.
It's just for nothing.
Look at this though. You can talk about your bigmeeches, right? All right, you go through. He did a 20+ year bid.
And look at him now.
Shit, he looked good on Instagram to me. Pause.
On Instagram, but in real life. You don't know what's going
on? He getting his bills paid.
You don't know that.
50 stopped his show. He was gonna be lit. He had everybody pulling up.
But you don't know that. People can't put on Instagram and they're living a glamorous life, in real life be like fucked up.
True.
You don't know.
But still, well, yeah, you're right. But
yeah. You're right. I could post right now, like I'm just like,
I can post
this bad bitch that just got X, Y, and Z, and in real life, I'm fucked up. You want to know?
And what's kind of speaking of bigmeech, it's a woman that's tearing that all apart. Talking Tammy Cowan. 50 Cent came out and said it's a documentary. She's gonna tell off. So it's kind of like everything in history when it comes with a woman, even Kamala Harris, man. Like I hated that we had to choose Kamala Harris from the Democratic Party.
We know that.
I was pissed. That no, because I'm not a Republican, and I really don't.
But you voted for Kamala because she was a woman, right?
No, I voted because she was
black. Let's talk about it.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna clear the air on this. She wasn't authentic enough for me. Like sitting here talking with you, it's very organic. It feels natural. Yeah. Like talking to her and listening to some of her interviews and stuff. She's talking about putting.
It feels cold.
No. Yeah, like she talking about cooking her greens in a bathtub, trying to relate to us. I'm like, my grandmother never did that. And then when you're talking about when you're hold on, don't argue with me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're I'm just playing. But when you're talking about my money, I don't need to see Glorilla, Cardi B, or Megan Thee Stallion. Hold on. Let me finish.
I'm listening.
I don't need to see Megan Thee Stallion come to shake her ass when we talking about my finances. We don't need that, but she did that because she was like, I could, capture.
I feel like she wanted to relate to the black community first. Let me get the people who's most popping right now. Glow is popping, Megan is popping, Cardi is popping. Like, let me do that. But I feel like that was the wrong move to do because it's like.
Who did you vote for?
For Kamala.
Alright, I give you that.
But it's either her or Trump.
Now my next question, because Trump is trying to abolish income taxes for anybody that makes under $150,000. Let me tell you why that works good for you, because you work overtime. I work overtime. For motherfuckers like us, I feel like, especially you're a single mom.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like, hey, you see your gross pay, your net pay. They don't never match. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
And it's always like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting all these hours in and still not seeing the money.
Listen, you don't see that money until the next year, and then even that money is taxed on.
Right.
So how do you feel about him saying, fuck that, you ain't gotta pay taxes? You gonna see that?
I feel like it's really fucked up.
Would you be for that? Would you be for that?
No.
I'm not for y'all getting 10 bands neither.
I want to earn money too. I want to see my money.
No, yeah, you're gonna see your money instead of having to give the government money out of your check every 2 weeks, however you get paid. You're gonna see all your money. You just won't get an income tax.
And that's still like ridiculous.
That's why and that proves my point. You can never please a woman. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like if I'm working hard and I'm busting my ass in my job, okay, like I'm putting in hours.
I don't think you understand it. I don't think you're understanding. What I'm saying is the reason you wouldn't get an income tax is because they won't tax your check. So that gross pay or that net pay you get, you would get 100% of that, and you wouldn't pay the government anything. So would you rather have it that way, or would you rather have it, you know what I'm saying, have your income tax once a year?
I think I would have it. I wouldn't have it probably once a year.
You don't want your income tax, so that means to tell me you can't budget your money.
I ain't gonna lie.
So that's where you say
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucked up when it comes to money because I don't spend a lot, but I do spend.
Yeah.
I got kids, so it's like, you know, I take care of my
kids. Don't put that
on
the baby. You spend.
No, I do, but it's not. I spend on my kids before I spend on me. Like that's my problem. Like,
you go in the Galleria and it feel like supermarket sweeps to you.
I'ma just let them just ball the fuck out. Let them get what they want. Make sure they good, and then shit, it is what it is.
I mean, like, I don't know, that's you, but for me, I can stretch some shit. I can make $1 make sense.
But you don't have kids, so it's different. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know.
Everybody tell me that all the time. I got dogs.
Okay, it's different.
I got dogs.
It's different because kids need shit on a daily basis. They gotta get fed. They need clothes. Like, and I got boys, so they grow out of shit.
My dogs got clothes. They got shirts and stuff.
But no,
they gotta go to the
bed. They
need
underwear, socks, toothbrushes, toothpaste. They need.
At least kids go to school. My dogs have to stay in the crib, bro. Yeah, they tear up. They gotta.
I get that though, because I had a dog before, and I was like,
okay,
I'll let his ass go because I couldn't be a mom and a fucking dog mom. I'm not gonna lie. It was, somebody had to go. The kid had to go, or the dog had to go. It was a dog.
How dare you say that? But okay.
I'm just saying. I'm being real. And the dog had to go. Because he was tearing shit up like he was saying. Like, you know, you come home, garbage all over the place. Like, that was my dog. He was fucking up. And I was like, listen, bro, like, I'm pregnant. It was like COVID. It was a lot going on.
A lot going on through COVID.
I can't do all of this. Somebody got to go.
And then you also got to know we kind of violated with, you know what I'm saying, you know, with, speaking of COVID, which is why we're in this situation, because, you know, like, a lot of people got PPP loans, they maxed them out. Yeah. So that's why I say, like, I don't think Trump is as bad as everybody says he is.
I feel like he say a lot of shit that's, like, fucked up. He do. But he's, like, also, like, a real person. He gonna tell you how it is.
And if you like it or you don't.
He gonna tell you how you feel. Like it or you don't, I'm gonna still tell you how I feel.
I'm gonna put you
which I can respect because that's me. I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
I'm gonna put you on game. Like he's trying to abolish the U.S. Department of Education. The only reason why I'm against that is because it affects, you know, children with special needs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna directly
and like
affect
my kids, like, you know, they get special services. Like my kids get like speech services.
Yeah, all that shit, all that shit's over with. Yeah.
I can't fuck with that because like. That shit that they need.
But see, like you saying, like, you know, like we were just talking about income tax, and when I was saying about the COVID, a lot of people manipulated that, you know, like, or they took it to the. And again, I don't want to say that on record.
No, go ahead, say it.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
What you gonna say?
I'm all for my people winning against the system. But this is the results of what happened when you falsify documents, and everybody's doing it. Everybody's getting a PPP loan. You mean to tell me it's $90 million on the east side of Buffalo? That's crazy.
Not at all.
That's crazy. Everybody's a business owner.
But you know, like, honestly, like, they money hungry. Like, you know.
I guess I can, you know, I got.
Like, you go give me an LLC and be like, shit, I got this business. Knowing I don't got a business. But I'm going to go get one, pay this money for the LLC and be like, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna go out of town and get my fucking body done.
But like the one thing I'm gonna say about this though is, like, man, you know, you get it how you live.
You do.
And it's like, you know.
And in Buffalo, like, you gotta get it how you live.
But see now we're experiencing. I would rather discipline versus somebody always pacifying. And I think that's. I think that's what.
I need to know the real world versus
I think that's what Trump is doing.
Yeah.
He's more or less like, yo, listen, it's gonna hurt, but considering everything,
but I'm helping you out.
And considering all that, we let y'all get all the millions of dollars, ain't nobody get arrested. Or people didn't get arrested, but it wasn't a whole big, you know what I'm saying?
It was only like people who was like really like doing shit, like taking the shit to the throat, like fucking Sean Kingston, for example.
Him and his mom, right?
Yeah, like that was like just doing shit to the extreme. Like,
yeah, they going to jail.
Bro,
they got found guilty.
Yeah, they doing 20 years. They could do 20 years.
They could do 20 years.
Yeah.
Damn, how a son and a mother? How y'all gonna go to big?
I can't do. Listen, one thing about it, I can't do jail. I can do a night, but time. You can't do a night. No.
You can't do time.
No.
I gotta do at least had a year or two in you.
I'll talk my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But you like, hold on, I gotta go.
Trying to be in jail, I'll be calling you crying. Mario, come get me.
Yo,
I'll be calling him every day. Come get me out of here.
Yo, listen, I had a situation with an ex, right?
Mhm.
And yo, Jet, that it was.
Jet was different. You got it.
Amherst police. You know what I'm saying? Like she had went through my phone. She had found some old scandalous shit in my phone, right?
She was a hoe.
No, don't wait a minute. He without sin shall cast the first stone. Don't get me to get the biblically reciting scriptures.
She was doing shit. He was okay. I'm listening. Okay.
So, basically, she woke me up. You know what I'm saying?
I was asleep.
Nah, yeah, I was asleep.
I would have wolf choke. Okay.
No. So, boom, I'm asleep.
I'm gonna tell you what I would have did.
Hold on, we don't need to know what you did.
No, I would have said that.
So like basically, I was asleep. It was like 5, 6. We had a saloon store that day. I'm all the way out.
It was on COVID.
No, this is way well before.
Oh, okay.
So I'm asleep, and she didn't got on my phone somehow. All this, she should be in the IT Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so she got my phone somehow. Her and the other female are having a whole conversation.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, I could never go back and circle the block on the other female because she didn't put me out there.
She done fucked it up for you.
Check it. So I went to as she's stomping through the house. Not my house, her house, by the way. She stumping through the house because that would never go on in my house. Ain't nobody stomping in this motherfucker except me.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So boom.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So she's slamming doors. Then she comes back. So I'm playing sleep. So I feel under my pillow. I feel under the pillow. My phone ain't there. I'm like, shit. So then I grab it. I'm like, man. And then when she coming back in the room at this time, so I just drop. I say, oh fuck. So she comes in, she pounces on the bed. I'm like, man, I can hear her huffing and puffing, trying to wake me up. I'm like, nah, I'm not waking up. I know I'm fucked up. So then she turns on the TV. She turns it up all the way up. I'm like,
oh shit, I love her.
Then at the end, when she found out, this nigga really is up, probably playing, she said, DeMar, get the fuck up.
Yeah.
So then she get the wildin'. She the iron, I guess she had plugged it in because she was gonna iron her clothes or whatever. She got to whipping that shit like a rodeo. You know what I'm saying? And she caught me on my nose, bro. My nose already a Scottie Pippen, already big as hell in the first place. So then I'm like, bow, like, oh. So I'm like, oh, chill. The baby's asleep, right? So I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out. She got the joint like this. She's still willing it. She had already clocked me.
As she should.
Then she grabbed it. I'm like, that's hot. That's hot. So I'm walking out. So then the only way I could get out, I had to push her on the couch. So I pushed her on the couch.
You gonna push me?
Yeah. So then boom, I get my weeks. All my stuff is scattered out through the apartment. I said, man, you can throw that away. I'm out of here. So I'm running. I'm running up Sweet Home.
Are you really running?
Man, I'm in boots and like knee-high.
Not in boots. Okay.
Man, in all week Timbs. So I'm like, man, and then she's like, bring me my phone back. Because I didn't know she had used my jacket the night before to go to the store because, I had Columbia's, North Faces. I like, warm coats. So she had, wore it and she had left her phone, but I didn't realize it. So I'm just running because I'm running, we don't want no problems in this situation. So then Amherst police, she called the police. Bigger than I said bigger than Nino Brown, but that's my man Will. Shout out Chief Shift Podcast, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep him in prayers. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back soon. I co-host over there. But shit, we here now. Y'all gonna see my Cash App.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe, please, y'all. Please. any local artists, entrepreneurs, fashion designers, man, tap into my inbox. You got something you want to get off, pull up. This is a platform for y'all. My Cash App gonna be in the corner, man. Y'all, you know, if you send $1, $2, $3, it helps. You know what I'm saying? Promotions, you know, different things, and paying the guests to pull up and actually, you know, share their stuff with you. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick together. Let's stand together. Let's be together. Let's be black together. You know, but this is the Don't Argue With Me podcast. ESB Dawson, your mama's favorite. You know what I'm saying? Or sisters, whatever, you know. But I shout out to you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Ojrianna Van Horn on the book. You know what I'm saying? You can find her there. She don't remember her Instagram, so she'll get back. I'll put it in the link in bios. But we appreciate y'all, you know, tuning in, man. God bless y'all. Stay safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, y'all. Peace.